Hey guys, it's Trey. So listen, because I've told this story now, what it feels like 500 million times, and everyone keeps calling me, and I'm so glad and overwhelmed by the support from the T-Dot and everyone who supported my dream to help me meet Oprah. I decided I'm going to blog it via video of what happened, so people could just log on to this and I tell the story once and you guys all know, and also too because I truly feel that all of you guys have been a part of this process, and so I need to be up and personal with you to tell you what happened and how I met Oprah, and I'm excited, really excited. Okay, so this is what happened, right? I had priority seating for the screening of Precious. So I was able to get 4 tickets. Thank you to Maxine Bailey, my girl. I'm gonna shout you out for hooking that up for me. I really appreciated that. And I had priority seating and I didn't know what exactly that meant. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be really close to the stage, if that meant I was gonna meet her, did that mean I was gonna go on the red carpet? I didn't know. So anyways, when I got there, I realized what priority seating was really that we weren't standing in line for tickets, but we were able to go through really quickly. So that was good, so I was happy. So when I say us, there was my partner Lori with me, there was my best friend Rachel, that's my gal, 20 years, and my brother, right? So all 4 of us, so we went through. When we got through, I digress, let me tell you a bit more really quickly. Before I got there to the actual screening, one of my friends called me, and I can't name any names, called me and said, I wonder if you know, and I had to let you know, that there's a private reception happening before Precious and you need to get into that, but I don't know how to get you in. So I said to her, thank you for giving me the heads up. I'm gonna try my best and I'm gonna get there early. So the screening was supposed to start at 9:30 and I ended up getting there at 8 o'clock. I can't believe how that happened, but I did. So I got there at 8 o'clock. We went through the priority line, got in really quickly. And then something just said to me, you know what, Trey, you gotta be a bit more proactive with this, because what if you're not really close to the stage, and what if you don't get to meet Oprah or not, right? So my eyes, at that point, locked eyes with this guy who had one of those headphone pieces, who worked there, and I knew he worked there because he looked really nice, a really nice young guy. And he recognized me, and he went, and I knew he recognized me because he went like this, right? And then he goes, the kink, and I was like, yeah, right? So I was like, okay, here, maybe this is my chance. So this is me being proactive. And it did involve a little bit of lying, and I'm not going to lie about that, but this is when I say sometimes you have to take matters into your own hands. So I walked over to him, and this is what I said, so it wasn't really a lie. I said, I heard there's a VIP invitation happening, a VIP invite reception, and I need to be at it. Could you let me know? And he said, oh. He goes, you're supposed to be at the VIP reception? And I said, yes, because I am supposed to be there, technically. I feel like I should be there, right? So it wasn't really a lie, but maybe a stretch of a lie. And so he said, oh, Trey Anthony from The King. He goes, oh, I love the show, blah, blah, blah. He goes, come on, come back and I'll bring you down to the green room. So I waved to my friends and I was like, I'll be back, right? Thinking this is my Oprah moment. So I headed down to the green room. And when I got into the green room now, I was like, hey, hello, I made it. So I walked up in there acting like I was supposed to be there, and you guys know I wasn't supposed to be there. And anyways, I saw the head of the film festival, one of the programmers and everything, and he looked very stunned to see me. But I said, you know what, I'm gonna play it off like I'm supposed to be here, because my mother always taught me, always act like you're supposed to be somewhere, even if everybody knows that you're not supposed to be there. So I acted very much like I need to be here. And so I walked over to him and I said, hey. No, he actually walked over to me and he kissed me on both cheeks, but looked very surprised. And he said, hi, Trey. And I went, hey, how you doing? And so I tried to now at this point, because I knew my ass wasn't supposed to be there, try to see if I could remove his attention from me being there. So I started to ask him about his family. I then said, hey, how's your family doing? How's your sister? And then I also said, you know, I'm so proud of you. What a wonderful festival this is. It's so great and you did a great job. I'm so proud of you, right? And so he was like, oh, okay, cool. But I could see in his mind the wheels were turning, but he didn't have the heart to ask me, how the F did you get in here, right? So I was like, okay, I'm cool. So then I spotted, right on the other side was Oprah's hairdresser, which is Trey, and her makeup artist, Reggie. And so they looked so happy to see me. They kind of waved and they said, oh my God, They said, hey, I didn't know there was black folks up in here. And they were like, nice to meet you. How you doing? They were very friendly, very personable. Reggie, I love you. I just think you have great energy and great spirit. And he said to me, what do you do? So I said, well, I'm Trey Anthony. And I said I was actually one of the first African-Canadian women to have a show on a primetime network here in Canada. And I told him a bit about the kink, and he was like, wow. And he's like, man, you like Spike Lee, you should be doing movies and stuff. He goes, you done movies? And I said, no, I haven't done movies. And he said, wow, you got great eyes, you need to be in movies. And he was very encouraging, and I was very happy. And I was talking to them both, but I still didn't see Oprah. I didn't see anybody from Oprah's camp except for those two. But as I was having this conversation, I could feel and sense a rumbling happening. And I looked over and I could see the head of the Toronto Film Festival, one of the programmers, talking to some other women who had the walkie-talkie thing. And I knew my time was coming to an end very shortly, but I said, let me try and play this off and think that I'll be okay. So they came over to me, the two women with the walkie-talkie, and they said, do you have verification to be here? And I acted very stunned. I said, verification? I go, what verification do I need? And they said, well, it's a private event and you need a ticket to be in the green room. Do you have a ticket? So I did this whole big show and fiasco of looking through my bag for the so-called ticket that I knew I didn't have, right? And then I got wrong and strong, right? Because I knew I didn't have the ticket. So I said to them, what verification do I need? I said, I'm Trey Anthony, and I have my own TV show here in Canada. I feel that if there's a VIP for entertainment people in Canada happening, a VIP reception, I feel like I need to be here. Like, for God's sakes, I have my own TV show, right? And they said, no, we're sorry, you got to leave. And I said, well, he knows me, and I pointed to the guy who's the programmer and the head of TIFF. And they said, yes, he's the one who said that we need to get verification from you. And I went, cheers. And I knew my game was up. And I felt shame. And they basically the only thing left for them to do, they kind of just escorted me out. Like I thought they were gonna handcuff me, but they didn't. And I felt so shame. And I was really hurt because I really feel, and this is where I'm gonna go out right now on my soapbox, just for a minute before I get back to the Oprah story, is how we treat our Canadian stars, our so-called Canadian stars, and I'll put that in quotations, because I feel it's very sad when I, as a black woman, have accomplished so much here in Canada. There's other people in the entertainment industry as well, very well-known black celebrities here, such as Andrea Case, Carlene Nation, Jean Carter at CBC. And there's a whole, Ngozi Paul or Dina Stevenson. All of us did not get invited to this, and I feel really bad about that. Like I feel like, you know what, if we have such a black icon coming, Oprah Winfrey, and none of us were there to be representative of our black entertainment scene here in Canada. And I feel if I had those women, I had Ngozi or Dina, none of us, and these are my friends, who called me asking about tickets for this event, and none of us had tickets. I had to jump through loops to get these tickets to be there. And I'm thinking, what more do we need to accomplish to be able to get through those doors, to be included in a VIP session? What more do we need to accomplish? What more do I need to say I have done for the Canadian entertainment industry to be invited into a green room? But instead I was escorted out of one. Hey, just my thing, just saying, think about that. Because you know what? If the equivalent to myself in America was in that room, I know that wouldn't have happened. Right? And I know that wouldn't happen, but that's how we treat our Canadian stars, right? So that's my thing. But anyways, I digress because I know you guys want to hear about Oprah. So anyways, went back to my little seat.